Well, it wasn't that funny.
Oh, really weird. It has some cackling laughter.
And closes his eyes, and uses them on hands.
And you all get 100 XP for beating up a poor helpless ghoul.
Gold? Gold where?
Which made it more helpful schools.
27.25.
Skull throws his hoof around head and shoulders. Ah, don't be down. You took it like a man. You'll be fine. I forgive you for getting in the way of my hoof.
Alright, she's just gonna roll her hands,
Yeah.
roll her eyes, and walk away, searching the room for the stuff that we're looking for. If I can type. God damn. 20 plus... Actually, no, I'm gonna take 20 on searching the place, now that we're here, because it's kind of important. So, total of 25.
Find the stores for that.
Yes,
Mr.
we're finding the order for Cherry and anything else that might be useful later.
Okay. Turns out that over here is a collection of crates. About 10 or so. Now, on a nearby table is a letter. If you look at it, it appears to be from Cherry Mint. It reads, "Greetings, Iram. I hope this letter finds you well. I'm placing a new order with you for materials required for us to properly celebrate the upcoming Midsummer Festival, as well as the usual supply shipment. Delivery can be made through the usual method, and half of your payment is enclosed. The other half of the agreed sum to be rendered upon delivery of the goods. We require the following," and then there's a list. 10 pounds of black leaf, fresh. 2 gallons of sunroot extract, freshly squeezed. 20 pounds of mother's kiss, dried. 1 quart of milked Goliath scorpion venom, and in parentheses, no necrosia, we need the real thing. 10 bottles of dried and crushed rosemary. 3 5-gallon jugs of potion stabilizer. 14 pounds of arcane powder. 20 feet of mouththran bark, fresh.
Okay, I don't think we don't actually need a list, do we?
Yeah, actually, you will, because not everything is here.
Can we just take the list then, rather than have all the list of MacGuffins? Or not
Okay,
MacGuffins,
Otto,
yeah.
would you like me to, finish reading the fucking letter, or would you like to just
Fine,
go off on something without any clue on where you're going? No, I'll stop reading. Blah, 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 yours truly,
Children.
blah, blah, blah. There's a note
saying.
next to the letter. It's, anyways, it turns out most of the ingredients look like they're already packed here in the stack of 10 or so crates. The consciously missing are all the ingredients I didn't get a chance to read off, so you have no idea what they are. It turns out you're missing 5 dozen phoenix feathers, the Malthorn bark, the mother's kiss, and the 3 gallons of distilled sunlight.
Anyone know how to make distilled sunlight?
Roll a knowledge arcana test.
What was
Also,
the
apparently
question?
this is like...
How to make distilled sunlight?
Oh, okay. Knowledge Arcana.
La, 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 la.
Oh look, not a skill I have. Oops.
Aren't you high enough that you have access to all knowledge skills, or is that
I
level
have
3?
access to all knowledge skills, I don't have it trained.
You have Arcana trained?
Don't you
You're
have
bard.
bardic
Oh yeah,
knowledge?
bardic knowledge. You can still roll them.
No,
Oh, okay.
duelists don't get bardic knowledge. Frankly.
Let me double check. La 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 la. Arcane Duelist. Replaces Countersong, replaces Bardic Knowledge. Yep.
Oh well.
So no one has dark knowledge arcana trained.
Good
Well,
times.
Fortunately,
Well-
there's a note next to this letter, which was actually already here,
Still
but
points on.
Spellcraft.
it looks like it was written by the gnome alchemist to himself as a reminder. It says, "Stop by Winter Hill tonight to retrieve collectors. Bring leather gloves and glass jugs. Don't want another incident like last time."
Alright.
Now make a perception. Now you took a 20 on a perception test, right, Area?
Yes.
What did that get you as a total?
25.
Right. Searching through some of the shelves in the front room, you find a few potions that look like they might be valuable. There's a sludge-like orange liquid, a quick green fluid that seems to leap about its bottle, and a dark purple liquid that seems to absorb light.
Cool beans. Identify those things. Spellcraft. +6.
Sorry,
Right.
what was the second one?
The sludge-like orange liquid is a potion of True Strike. The quick green fluid that seems to leap about its bottle when you move it around is a potion of Long Strider. And the dark purple liquid that seems to absorb light is a potion of Shield of Faith.
Shield of Faith. Okay. I can spell that.
Alright, so.
Cool.
Alright, loot dock is updated.
And Area also finds under the front counter a lockbox.
Nom 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 nom.
Nobody has any sort of magical crafting feat, do they?
Nope.
No.
Okay, then I can ignore that section.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a lockbox which is currently locked.
Nice.
A
I know how to
locked
open it.
box.
Sorry guys, I have a universal key.
I don't want to. I suggest we don't break whatever's inside there, especially since we're an alchemy shop.
Fine.
Potions
What's the
mixing
word
are
that could
usually a
happen?
good thing.
Yeah, what's the worst that could happen?
The worst that could happen is that it's full of alchemist's fire.
And it
Okay,
explodes all over
technically.
your face.
I'm pretty good. I might be able to dodge it. But fine. You're gonna play it the boring way. Alright, so you got
Lockbox.
we gonna do something or we waiting on something? I can't-
I'm not sure.
Web, you want to try
I'm
opening it?
waiting.
I'll try opening it. Disable device. 2 plus 1. Yay.
Was that 13 your disabled device check?
Yep.
Well,
Yes.
okay,
Sorry.
you don't get it unlocked.
No.
Want to try to take 20 on it?
Yeah, take 20 on it for a total of 19.
How?
How long have we
Wait,
got? Because that like
19?
do
That's-
like half an hour
oh,
period.
yes.
That's because of the drawback that I'm remembering to use this time.
Ah, right.
Okay, it's still locked.
And as just point out, that means we took like half an hour just sitting around while she fiddled
No,
with
it means
Aria
you took
fiddled
4
with that.
minutes sitting around.
4 minutes,
Well,
is that all? I already thought taking 20 took ages.
A take 20 is a 2-minute thing.
Oh, okay.
Really, that's ridiculous.
Oh, well, although I guess that makes sense. It's 20 rounds or something, right?
Yeah, it's 20 rounds,
Yes.
and
Which
each
is
round is 6 seconds. Okay, anyways, what are you guys going to do now?
We'll take the
Let's
lockbox
go
with
that
us.
box.
But
And
Yeah.
carry the ingredients.
we need to try to figure out how to get the ingredients that are on the list. Is there a recipe book anywhere?
Make another perception test.
Okay. 12d0, that's helpful.
Oh yeah, 7.
Why was that
I
stuff?
finally noticed.
Right, Wild Wind, looking around the back room, you find a small bookcase jammed in between 2 ingredient cupboards, and on the top row, just sort of jammed in above the books, slotted in there, is a rough leather-bound book that appears to be a recipe book slash
human.
ledger.
I'll take a
Going
quick
down the
outside.
list, you find most of the ingredients you're looking for, and they have, like, a reference to where it is in the store. My cat is trying to get out of my room through my mostly closed door, like, climbing up around it through my laundry basket and then through the door.
Good times, cat.
Sounds legit.
Yeah. Alright.
Alright, you know what? Fuck
A
it.
box.
I'm dropping a point off of diplomacy just for you. Disable device. Fucking 1 off of spellcraft. What else do I need to put this in? Arcana? Okay. There. Graphite.
Okay, so where were we again?
Alright, we just for the book.
Right, you
Yeah,
find a
well
book,
found.
and it looks to be a combination ledger slash recipe book. In the back, there's a bunch of recipes that none of you really understand, because none of you are alchemists.
Yay.
But in the front is, like, basically the books of the shop. You're looking through it for like 10 minutes, you manage to find pretty much every ingredient you still need. And there's like a reference to where it is in the store.
Oh, important question.
Yeah?
Is there anything alcoholic here?
No.
Ah.
It might be like pure ethanol, but I don't really think it would be in your best
Yeah, there's
interest.
like medicinal alcohol, but I don't think you want to drink that.
Medicinal alcohol? I'll take it anyway.
No.
I don't drink it, but I'll take it.
Yeah, okay. Roll a fort save.
I said I'm taking it, not drinking it. Not drinking it.
Okay.
I don't understand.
I'm going to drink it
Pure
later.
ethanol will actually kill you.
I'm going to mix it with something.
Well, at least make you go blind.
I think that's a myth.
Medical.
Like-
Alcohol.
Methanol will really mess you up.
Well, yes.
Isn't there,
Right.
like, one room in this place we haven't gone through yet?
Yeah, there's like a room right over here.
That's the toilet. You don't want to go in there.
Let's see what's inside it.
More likely.
And it turns out to be unlocked.
Hey.
No. Is the toilet?
It's a little back room, storage room kind of thing, with a ladder leading up to the residential areas up above that I didn't bother to build a map for because there's absolutely nothing exciting up there.
Okay.
Anything
So,
interesting in this room?
Here's a bear question. How are we
How
going
are
to
we
get this
getting
stuff to
everything
Cherry?
back? Yeah. Can
There's a
we
bunch of boxes here.
There is a bunch of boxes. Can we check around for a wagon?
Yeah, because that'll be easy to get through the city full of zombies.
Well, if we store it on the wagon, then once the city's clear of zombies, then we can start, taking it out.
Well, maybe there's something of holding here?
Oh, there's another idea.
Well,
What are you looking for?
based on the ingredient list, it's only about 100 or 200 pounds worth of stuff. I mean, between Wild and Aria, we'd probably be able to just kind of haul it along the rooftops.
True.
Hell, I can carry stuff easily enough.
Well, we can still fly at what 110 pounds extra.
Well, if you drop your gear off on a rooftop, you could probably get an extra 50 pounds of carrying capacity or so.
It's true.
But that would also leave you with better hope the friendly neighborhood zombies don't show up.
Yeah. That's basically Paul saying, here, would you like to fuck yourselves over? With
Oh,
a
no.
smile.
I've been rolling every so often just to see if you guys attract attention while you're in the shop.
I imagine not letting me punch random inanimate objects has helped with us not be detected. Or be less detected than we would have been.
Okay, let's look around to see if we can find something to help us transport this stuff. Like, what's his usual delivery method? In the
Courier.
letter, you mentioned.
Hiring fools like us to do the job for him.
Essentially, that is exactly it.
I was gonna say probably bitches with a wagon.
Hire some guys who just spent all their money on swords and armor and have no common sense to go haul it through the forest for him.
All right. Looks
Always
like
got a
our
reputation.
best bet would probably to secure this area, then go look to see about clearing out the zombies.
Well, it's not exactly like any looters are going to come along and steal it from the shop when you're in the middle of a white zone.
That's kind of
So
what
he's
I'm worried
someone
about.
who's really greedy, so greedy that even after turning to a zombie, the zombie is greedy. And even
What?
selling expensive things. So
I
a zombie-
understood like about 2 words that you just said there.
I
Alright.
understood
Zombies
the
and
words,
British
just not their
concept.
intent.
Let's get out
Yeah,
here and
we've
lock it up.
understood. We've understood.
What?
Never mind, I'm a bit tired. Voice kind of slowed a bit. Right. So what are we doing exactly? Hauling the stuff back to the fortress?
Sounds good.
I
Yes?
don't think we'd be able to.
Well, okay, so we could haul it back to the fortress, or we could haul it back to the temple.
The
Or
ones
we
around
can
the-
lock it up.
The temple is closer.
Yeah.
Let's just leave it
But
here and
wasn't
come
there a
again
big
later.
crowd of zombies around the temple?
Yes, but there's
Because
also
there was a big
giant,
crowd of people inside the temple.
There's
Now
also a
it's empty.
giant
Yeah.
ward around the temple.
Well, they may have cleared out by now since there's no one in the temple anymore.
It's true.
If you guys
Or
want to go,
leave it here and
or we
pick
can
it up
leave
on
it.
the land.
Yeah, or we can lock up the shop and come back and get it after we've killed the guy who created the zombies.
Yeah, let's do that. That sounds like a better idea than trying to haul it through the streets, or even over the streets.
We know where
Okay.
it is and everything, so, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright,
Right.
let's head back to the fortress then.
We lock back up the.
Right, so you lock
Did
No,
this
wait,
guy
wait, wait.
have a key on him?
probably.
Before we
Right,
go,
let's get the
is
key.
there anything that
I
might
take
be
the key and
useful?
lock up the back room here.
Is the
Guys, wait.
yeah.
Is there anything that
So you
might
lock
be
up
useful?
the back room with Skull still in the back room.
Yep.
No.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, well, you need somebody to keep an eye and make sure none of the zombie looters steal the crates on you.
Exactly. He's the perfect defense.
Oh, that's a question. Should we, well then.
Oops.
Did we find anything else of use in the alchemy shop itself?
That's- I was
Not-
just asking, which everyone was just not apparently registering.
No, you were saying something about zombie grit.
No. Less than half a minute ago, I was asking, is there anything here useful for the fortress?
Not really.
But
This is
ignoring
like this is not an adventuring alchemy shop. This is like a industrial alchemy shop.
Yes, well, so I was just asking the question so I'd know one way or the other.
Okay.
Is there
That was
anything?
I gave you an answer. No.
Yeah, which I didn't hear you the first time, apparently. And did you admit that before, or... Because I didn't hear it.
I don't remember anything about this, so.
I
Yeah,
couldn't
it-
hear you the first time because everyone was trying to speak over everyone, so...
Sorry.
No, I just gave you the answer now.
Yes, thank you.
Alright, so. Nothing else? Alright. I lock up the back of the shop and we.
You lock up
head
the back door and you head back across the street, dodge a patrol of ghouls, and climb back up into the rooftops and then run across town.
Yeah.
Back to the fortress?
Sure.
Yeah.
Probably the safest place to go.
Right. So you cross over the roofs across town, head back to the fortress. The sun's starting to go down about now, so what are you gonna do?
Well, I think they're generally more dangerous at night. Do you think you'll be able? Does it look like we'll be able to make it back to the fortress before dark?
Oh yeah, easily.
Okay. All right. Everyone, any thoughts?
Yeah, let's do it.
Not particularly.
As in, like, are we setting out to explore anywhere else or head anywhere else?
That's
we-
kind of what I'm asking.
Do we have anywhere else?
Do we have any
to
leads
go?
on where
I haven't.
said necromancer should be?
Well, I mean, we still have to take the cipher paper to go get it actually translated.
Oh, oh damn! I forgot to do that.
Yep.
Yep.
So, all right.
Yeah.
Good expedition. Let's go get information now.
All right. Yeah. Let's head back to the fort and see if you can find.
Ineffective use of time.
Yeah. Basically.
Okay, so you head back to the fort, and you go track down Brother Fairhair, who turns out to be a half-elf with, naturally enough, blonde hair. He's currently helping run a sort of infirmary for, like, the refugees, and he's currently dealing with, I guess, a 8-year-old or so filly.
Oh, I'll start off with seeing if there's some way I can help. I'll take a look around and do a heal check as I'm looking around to see if there's.
Yeah, you can roll a heal check to help them out.
Okay. Oh, that's not
Woo.
nice.
Well,
I'd say you succeeded.
grab a stack of bandages and start bandaging up wounded, like, refugees, like the Doctor of the North Star, all while shouting at the top of their lungs, going, "Ah!"
Bandages
within
flying
about a
everywhere.
minute, everyone in the infirmary is in perfect health.
I'll mix it if you lay on hands. while
We're
I'm
not
at it.
quite sure how you did it, but you did it.
Hey, we rise and everyone's just fine. Calm down, everyone. I'm here.
A servant of the caretaker is
Just you.
always willing to help.
Area is hiding behind an overturned god.
Brother Fairhair, you have a moment?
I mean- The half-elf looks at you with a kind of dazed expression after you sort of whirlwind through his infirmary, healing everyone. He goes,
You
well,
could just channel
I
energy.
suppose I do.
No, I can't.
I
That's
know.
not until 4th level.
I know.
Alright, so. Yes. Brother Fairhair, we're hoping to get your assistance with something.
And he says, oh, what do you need?
The matron mentioned that you have a bit of interest in codes and cryptology. We have some codes that we might need your assistance in breaking.
He says, oh, well, let me take a look at it then.
I hand him the.
He takes the he takes the parchments that you captured and spreads them out on a nearby table after flipping it back up, and pulls a ink vial and a quill out of his robes and starts jotting down some notes on the margins. And he's going at this for a good half hour or so. Are you going to do anything in the meantime? Or just going to watch him?
I'll
wanders
tend
off,
to
'cause-
some people that need a little bit more long-term care, other than my whirlwind healing.
Right now, I think they mostly need psychological treatment. And eventually the priest goes, "Ha! I've got it!" And he starts rapidly jotting down a translation under each word of the cipher, and then he passes the parchment over to you.
Take a
And
look at what
I'm
he's
going
got.
to type this down before I actually tell you what's on it, so you
Okay.
won't have any you won't ask like, "Can you write that down?"
Hey, Paul.
Yeah.
Can you write that down?
Fuck you.
You know I had to do it, right? Oris is apparently
Weird.
flirting around without Wild. Not sure how that's
Hey,
working
slightly better than last time.
Nope.
out. Diploma flirting.
You were flirting with the commander last time, not the 70-year-old matron.
I think you would want to go after the
Well, the problem is that he
30 or
keeps running
40
into her.
something centurion instead of the. Okay.
I don't think.
Oh, I might have gotten dropped this time around. What says the power? Nope, there's not. There's Neil. Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah,
Yay.
you up. Yeah, you didn't see you get dropped.
Okay. It was like for a second, so I wasn't sure.
Okay. So are you honestly going after the matron artist, or are you going after the centurion?
Well, the whole point is he's trying to dodge her because she's the one who smacked him for flirting with one of the acolytes last time.
I thought you were flirting with the actual centurion, which is why she punched you in the face.
He's been
As
making
in-
a lot of different attempts. That's probably why I'm rolling
Fair
so
enough.
low.
So you get slapped this time?
Probably.
So note reads, "Squib. Looks like the zombies and stuff at Malthar raised worked perfectly. The ponies are all trapped here in the fortress or the temple or dying. We should be able to keep this up as long as possible. Plenty of time for those weirdos to pull off their plan."
Malthar. Looks like he's the one behind our zombie breakout.
Yep.
What's the plan?
Let's go see if the Centurion knows anything about it.
Malthar and Squib. Cool. I'm gonna beat them up.
I'm pretty sure Squib is just a street
I think Squib was
term.
the guy we killed.
That's also possible.
Why
No,
would he
well-
be writing a letter to himself?
Maybe
Oh,
he
was he?
later.
I thought you received the letter.
No. He was writing the letter when you guys started kicking on the door. He got up,
Well, that was
aimed a
not
crossbow at the
clear
door.
at all.
Oh, alright then. Well, we didn't,
Oh,
we didn't
okay,
need to worry
yeah.
about his name.
I just assumed that it was a letter he received.
That was my assumption as well. In
Okay.
any case, let's go talk to
Alright,
Centurion
let's see.
Agus.
Let's see if she knows anything about this Malthar guy.
Yeah.
Right,
Get some
so you go and
information.
talk to
Office.
Centurion.
So yeah, we go talk to her. And out of respect for her, I won't Kool-Aid man my way to the door.
That'd be probably for the
Kind of
best.
an
What
iron door.
respect?
I'm not even sure if you could Kool-Aid through it at this level.
I would eventually. After,
Eventually, yeah, but eventually you're also going to take enough subdual damage from punching an iron door. You're going to fall unconscious.
The difference
Once
is
you
iron
get-
door repair itself. I'll heal.
Yeah,
it won't.
you'll need to be a higher level so you can get the adamantine pierced
Good
fists.
point. Good point.
Right, so you go and you go and knock on the door to the Centurion's office. She opens it up after a second. Says, hello. Is there something you needed?
Yes, we actually managed to break the. We were able to get some assistance in breaking the code in the notes. I show her the translated notes.
And now we know all the stuff, but we don't know who these people are. So we don't know all the stuff, but we know some of the stuff.
Have you heard of this Malthar before? Or
Let's see. She sort of like thinks
Oh,
on
you-
it for a
that's
moment
nothing.
and says, "The name sounds familiar, but I can't recall where I've heard it before."
well, in any case, looks like
Wow, someone's
they're-
really typing really hard there.
Yeah, it is. I'm assuming.
Anyways, what were you saying before I said that?
Looks like they've been planning something in the sewers, and this undead attack is apparently a very massive, and brutal distraction.
Cover up.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah.
Is there?
Is there?
Do you think where they might be meeting at? Or
The sewers are a good 90 miles or so of tunnel, small rooms, and plenty of places for anyone to hide in. It would take weeks to do a concerted search, even if it wasn't for the plague of the ravenous undead outside right now.
yes.
She
We-
thinks, she starts thinking and But if we can get, I think if we can get these refugees out of the city, then my men and I won't have to sit here in this fort and babysit them anymore, and we'd be able to help you track down the necromancer behind all this.
Yeah.
I think that would be our best bet for dealing with this right now.
So we should get people out.
Yeah.
I still think we should set something on fire at the other end of
Do you have
the
the-
track attention.
Yes.
And this is why no one listens to what Skull wants.
Or we can run really fast. We just run. We can run faster than zombies, right? We just run through the city as they follow us into a great big herd following behind
That,
us.
that doesn't help against skeletons and ghouls, though.
Yeah, there's.
You've rated the one flaw in this plan. This otherwise entirely perfect plan.
The one gaping, all-encompassing flaw in your otherwise perfect plan.
Yes. That single flaw. Otherwise, it's completely fine.
Okay, I've got a better idea. How about you build a giant wooden rabbit and use it to safely navigate through the fucking zombies, secure in its belly.
Well, maybe it was a middle rabbit. Anyways,
I'm liking this plan.
Centurion,
Well,
do you have
ranks in do you have ranks in profession carpentry?
No, I don't think we have ranks in carpentry.
was kinda
does the
asking
Centurion
Otto's-
have any idea about getting the people to the ocean?
Well, she told you her plan was basically, you guys go and clean out the docks, and then go make a big distraction and lure all the zombies after you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure, that'll go well.
Alright,
Yeah.
well,
Well,
we can try to take
what
on
other plans do
the...
you guys got? What's the alternative? Anyone?
What are you asking?
He's asking for
Honestly,
better
there's
ideas.
alternatives to the distraction. I mean, it doesn't have to be that simple, but basically we need to distract the zombies.
I didn't say I had a better idea. I just said it was going to get us killed.
So Wild Wind is going to go get himself punched in the face by the quartermaster now.
Good times.
And devise a plan.
Alright, so...
Fire, no fire, explode. A big
How to
explosion.
distract zombies? What usually
whole bunch of
attracts
people.
zombies?
A whole
Yes.
bunch of people.
Okay, so do
Is
we
there a way
have...
we can fake
Well, the
that?
thing is, we went away.
Do we have a way
Yeah.
to draw the zombies? Because if not, I have a plan.
Let's hear it.
I can't think.
Ghost sound.
Let's go.
Aw, yeah.
Yeah.
How loud?
What's going on?
What sound are you going to
Okay.
go sound this?
I was just gonna make it a whole bunch of ponies running away screaming.
Make one and a whole bunch of pain. I'm sorry, can you... I have no idea what's going on.
Ghost
I think I've
sound.
been missing parts
Ghost
of what's
ghost
happening.
sound, making sounds
okay.
that appear and
Oh.
disappear.
Isn't there a limit to how many you can make, though?
I'm looking at that right now.
Right.
The volume of sound depends on your level. You can produce as much noise as 4 normal humans per caster level.
So,
So
2. Well, 8. 8 all up. Yeah,
Yes.
So 2.
Well, you
Not sure
know,
that's really enough to get
8
all of them.
Well, I mean, 8 humans running through the streets is gonna be pretty good.
Yes, I suppose it would be.
I mean, it's better than just
More
the
like-
4 of us running through shouting stuff.
I wish there was some sort of we could create some sort of beacon or something.
That's
Is there a
exactly what I'm
lighthouse
talking
or
about
something?
doing.
Well, no,
Yeah,
I
there
would
probably
s-
is one. Yes, there is, in fact.
Zombie
Is
beacon?
it lit? Or is it, like, inactive because of
Are there
whatever
scrolls
happened?
of draw undead?
Yes, they make stick
Quick.
figure outlines.
You just spray paint a bat onto the lens of the lighthouse.
I know, we'll use some we'll get
Just
a
make
priest
it
with
a
less
zombie
oil,
corpse and
and
just
then use the holy oil to light the lighthouse. And that will somehow
And-
draw the zombies to it. We make a loud noise when we get
Okay,
there.
that's as good as pseudoscience as anything you guys have come up with, so whatever.
Oh yes.
That's actually not a bad idea.
Okay.
No,
Now
I'd
let me go
try it.
see if I can find a combat map for a lighthouse.
Oh boy.
Oh yes. Skull Splitter saves the day. With my vast knowledge of breweries and brewing stuff from random objects. Just throw things together. We've got priests, we've got oil. What do you get when you put them together?
Yeah, I'm not really finding anything here.
A baptism?
Why am I using a baptism for a lighthouse?
No, Otto asked what you get when you put priests and oil together. I was like,
Wrestling priests.
Alright. Thanks for making it weird, Neil.
You're welcome.
Webb, like it was ever not weird.
Yeah, it's very true.
Well, it doesn't have to be a lighthouse explicitly. It just has to be a circular building or something.
Yeah, if we just get an area away from the docks, that we could possibly create our zombie attractant.
I still have one flask of Alchemist's Fire.
No, I think we should do like the holy lighthouse beacon. If that pseudoscience will work to draw them, to try and extinguish it because they don't like holy stuff. And it's big and bright and stuff, especially if we do it at night.
It's true.
Oh, there's the idea. We do it at night when it'll stand out.
So we clear out the docks tomorrow, and then try to light the holy beacon.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
How far away from
Okay, so you're gonna-
the docks is the lighthouse then?
The lighthouse is kind of out in the middle of the bay.
So we have to get a boat out for that. Wait.
You have to get a boat or a raft, or you have to swim.
Well, that won't work at all then, because they don't go in the water anyway. Since it just
Except you've already met several in the water.
Oh.
yeah.
Well, that was in shallow water. But yeah,
Yeah, they don't have to breathe.
it's true.
Yeah, but it'll take them a while to clear out of the city over to the lighthouse.
Yes, because you're so active social schedule. Just cannot. You have to kill them now, not 2 hours from now, man.
Well, I was talking about lure them away from the city now.
Yeah. Just the way you were saying it was.
And and it would be very interesting trying to get off the lighthouse, away from the horde of undead.
That's what makes it fun.
Oh boy.
It's almost
We'll have
like
to
you're
improvise.
thinking that's like my problem.
We could do plenty of things. We could get a dinghy or something. And rather than just put it on the shore, have it slightly off.
Or something.
Fun? I didn't hear.
Like a rowboat or a Boston whaler or something.
Yeah.
Or maybe like a
Just
hot
have
air
it-
balloon that we can have the Tegestein Thestral pull.
We don't
If
have.
only.
I don't even know if there's one of those in the city.
Trying to think of plans.
Is there a big enough area nearby that we can simply light a giant holy bonfire on top of?
There's the
Well,
big hill
just-
outside town, but you'd have to cut down a bunch of trees to make a bonfire.
Hmm.
I don't know if anyone even has an axe.
No.
No, we didn't loot one while we were down there either. I mean, technically they might have one in the armory.
Probably
that
do
we could
have
use.
one in the armory, but yeah.
That's more built for chopping up people than trees, though.
Well, axe is an axe.
True.
Checking the loot list. Because you never know.
Actually, no, you did find a great axe, so yeah.
It's true, we do
Oh,
have
yeah.
a great axe. Fucking A.
Yeah.
So the plan is to make a big, holy bonfire outside the city to draw them out.
Yeah, at least away from the people
It
trying
would have to be a
go
really
dock.
big bonfire, huge. The sort of thing normally takes 30 people all day to make,
Mm.
wouldn't it? I mean, you kind of assume it has to be pretty big
Well,
to be
Yeah.
seen across the whole city.
in that case, then, are there any other?
And it still comes down to the problem of zombies have a move speed of 20 feet.
Is that a problem?
Well,
It'll just
the
take
reason you
ages.
didn't do the lighthouse was because it would take too long for them to get out of the city. This is like the same problem, except now you can actually run away on land.
Well, that's why I was still asking if there's somewhere in the city where we could construct a holy bonfire.
Really, I mean,
It's
not.
almost as if
Oh, actually, that's not entirely true. I mean, if you don't give a fuck about collateral damage, there are many places you could do it in the city.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, my job is
big
to care
thing.
about collateral damage.
It's true. At this point, we're beyond collateral damage into getting people out of the city alive.
That's why I've been saying we set a building on fire.
All right.
A
Well,
big building, obvious some way, which would attract attention.
Not
Well, there are
sh-
big buildings like the
the temple.
the
The
temple,
manor that we went to?
manor you guys
Manor.
went to.
Actually, the manor might not be a bad idea because we left a bunch of kegs of like old
Oh, that's
crappy
true.
ale and everything in the basement. We could use that to start lighting it up.
It's true.
Yeah.
Try and run
What is
that
it?
past Skull Splitter. I dare you.
No, that's crappy. If it's crappy ale, I know.
No, it's a rich
I'm
man's
willing to
ale.
accept it.
It's a
And
Mitch-
not
it's a rich
so
man's crappy
focused
ale.
on Yeah,
It's rich. It's crappy ale brand, which rich man's wine.
Well,
That's even
she's not
better.
so focused on ale that she'll just, let's not use this thing that'll save people's lives, just so we can have these big barrels of beer stored away.
That manor was fairly isolated, right?
Yeah, it was kind of like up in like there's a walled off section of the city, and like all the nobles have houses in there and everything, and the manor is at like the top of the hill there.
So we will little chance of it spreading.
Barring distinctly unhelpful wind conditions, not really. No,
Okay.
it's basically a question of where do the sparks end up going.
What do
Yeah,
the
yeah.
sparks say?
Well, if it's a big manor like that, there's generally a pretty wide open area around it, so it's pretty unlikely for the fire to spread.
Yeah, and all around it, but just the question is, do the sparks go up over the wall into slums outside or something?
I think the real question is that risk one we're willing to take for the sake of getting these people out alive?
Yes.
Yes.
I wasn't actually listening, but yes.
Yeah, basically, do you value the zombie-infested city more than the survivors that we could get out?
Also,
I'm
no.
willing to take the risk that setting fire to this one building, there is a chance it could spread, if in exchange we can get the survivors out.
Alright.
That is a very good
If we
point.
can ensure that that it won't spread anywhere, like
We can't ensure
have
that.
the druid on water duty to and keep an eye out to make sure it doesn't light up the rest of the city, I'd be willing to try it.
If it's that big, it's not. If it's that big,
No,
we
there's
can-
very little chance of it. That's what I'm
Okay,
saying, that
okay.
Keep the druid on
you're,
water
talk-
duty.
no, you're talking about using create water 2 gallons at a time to put out a raging city fire.
Not if we stop it before it gets bad.
Oh, well, we're going to be setting fire to a big building anyway.
Yeah, and that building's fairly isolated. We might be able, and unless someone has a better idea for a distraction.
Don't.
Yeah, but
I'm all for light 'em up.
Yeah, I think this is the best plan we've got so far.
Zombie light
Well,
up,
it's
zombie
the
light up.
best plan, relatively
Oh
speaking.
god damn it, Webb.
What's he done?
Already.
Okay, we're done here tonight.
What did you do, Webb?
Zombie light up, zombie light up.
Ah. God. Oh.
Sing from this bar.
And that's been our night of.
All right. The first thing I will do is I'll discuss it with the Centurion to see if she agrees with it, because I'm not going to light a house on fire without her knowing about it.
And I'll. Oh. That's fine.
run over to the Centurion's office again, knocking. Or actually, I don't even know if you guys even left. So she's
we
kind of
probably-
staring at you as you discuss burning down the town in the corner. Like, kind
So,
of
what do you think?
just wondering. She's kind of speechless for a moment, and she says, "Well, I can't really think of any better plans at the moment, so I guess the Duke is dead anyways, because we haven't heard from him since the first day, so go ahead and burn down his manor."
Woo!
I cap it.
Who's in control of a high authority? So far now.
Yeah, like I can't think of a better method of getting the zombies to come towards us away from you guys. I don't like it, but I don't see any other option.
Sounds good to me.
Well, then I think that's the plan then.
She kind of face-hoops for a second and says, "Go ahead, I guess."
Right. So we'll spend the next day getting. We'll spend the day getting the
We
place
need to
ready.
clear out the docks first, and then
Oh, yeah, that's right. Like, well, won't we be drawing away the zombies from there anyway?
we want to make sure
Remember,
they're gone.
you have about like 400 armed guards in this fortress minus casualties.
Yeah. So if there's any stragglers, I'll be able to deal with them.
Yeah.
So yeah, we just need to focus on setting up the flame thing, the burning test. We ask any survivors among them who are like firefighters or anything like that. People who know who
yeah,
know
the
how
watch,
fire
the
works.
watch is sort of a combination police department slash fire department.
Right. We need an expert on fires to come with us and help us set it up. To sort of.
Okay. Oh, this is gonna be grand. Let me
How-
go in for the character.
Oh,
Oh, cool.
God. Why would you... Oh, Paul, don't! Oh, God.
Who are we getting?
I'm afraid.
This is going to be exciting.
There are only two options that I can think of, and neither one is pleasant.
Well, go ahead and tell me those two options.
Oh, God. No, I think we'll leave it as a surprise.
Well, the problem is, one of those options is over on the other side of the Empire right now.
Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Alright, anyway.
Okay, I'm just gonna make a fresh character. I
Okay.
guess now that I think of it.
Okay.
Righty. Okay.
Leave Megalomania out of this.
Hellion, but now you mention Megalomania.
Oh, you should totally be golden. Go on. Go on.
God, what have I done?
Do it.
What have I done?
You've done something wondrous, Webb.
Alright, so for those of you at home who don't know about this one, which is all of you, Paul was running Kingmaker for Neil and I a while back.
You can make it with ponies.
Kingmaker with ponies. Kingmaker is a
And the Transmorgifier
Pathfinder
doesn't
module.
work.
Is it what now, Mom?
The Transmorgifier doesn't seem to want to work, so I'm not going to be able to bring everyone's favorite pyromaniac cleric in on this
God.
action.
Thank God. Yeah, Golden Spark was a pyromaniac, megalomaniac. I think
Claire.
he may have also been a nymphomaniac, but that was... It was bad.
I think that was when Otto was playing her for like one time.
It was bad.
Yeah, that's fun.
I think my intent with her was, I wonder how far I can push you guys before you deliberately abandon her.
So, anyway, so what's happening right now? Oh, yeah,
Um,
for next time, or
I think we're just done. I think
Yeah,
tangents have taken over.
I think we've managed. Yeah, I think we've managed to screw the pooch here. I mean, I do have the map set up, but it's like we're not gonna get anything else done tonight.
Yeah, no. All right. So, thank you all for watching once again. This has been Random Pony Games.